Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Social Marketing. My name is Ecamm, and I'm with the Orange Stack. Today we are diving into live video. So much like the video here, except live. Video is king right now on all the social media platforms. If you're not on video, you're behind the times. If you've noticed, Facebook Live is huge, Snapchat is huge, Instagram videos is huge. Everything is going to video. So if you're not comfortable with video yet, just take the plunge, get into it. I was actually just talking to someone today who said, I'm not quite ready for video yet. Embrace it, it's here, it's coming. You just gotta make the move and be ready for it. You know, the beautiful thing about live video is it's raw, it's not edited. You can't put a green screen behind you and do something fantastic. It's usually you holding a selfie stick or your phone at arm's distance and trying to record that video onto a platform and hope that people are there and engaged and asking you questions. A lot of times you're squinting, trying to look at the screen to ask questions or answer questions, and it's just what it is. You know, it's not a high def, awesome experience most of the time. It's not filmed in a studio. It's not edited. You just kind of get what you get, right? That's the essence of live. If you've ever seen news bloopers, there's like a lot of crazy stuff that happens with live events. You just can't edit it out. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is how to use live video in your business, and then some of the platforms that you can use live video on, and helping you record and distribute this information with your followers, and also how to gain new followers and clients with it. So I got a couple notes here. We're going to jump into a couple of the platforms first, just to kind of get that out of the way with, and then we'll talk about how to use it in your business. So one of the first ones, we're going to kind of start with the entry level. So these range from free to $20 a month type items. Some of these are apps, some of these are websites that you go to, so there's nothing to install, you just run with it on your computer. And again, a lot of these aren't, well, let me back up here. So these are programs that are going to work with the social media platforms. So they're going to work with Facebook, they're going to work with YouTube, things like that. You don't have to install anything in Facebook, you don't have to run another app with it. You just basically log into this platform and it automatically streams this content to your social media channel. So the first one is BeLive. Again, it's free, and they offer a paid subscription of $15 a month. So if you really want to get into it and run with it, it has some alternative options that you can go. But basically, it's just a way to stream content to Facebook Live from a computer. So if you're going to be at a desktop, or you're going to be on a laptop somewhere, and you don't want to use your phone like most people do to stream, and you actually want a better quality camera, you can tie it into that. So that's BeLive. We'll have all the notes for these on how to spell them and where to find them and everything in the show notes below. So definitely check that out on our YouTube channel. But again, it ranges from free. You can do like 2 episodes a month with up to like 20 minutes of video for that, or the $15 per month plan lets you brand it and do unlimited video and everything like that. So BeLive is one. Ecamm, E-C-A-M-M Live is another one. It's actually an app that you install, so it's a flat rate, $29, you're done. It only works on a Mac, so if you're on a PC, time to upgrade. To all my Mac friends out there. And it allows you basically to share your screen with others. So if you're going to do type of a webinar, or a webinar platform where you're going to maybe have some screen information, and then you're also going to have a video of you, that's where it works out well. You can actually drag video into the platform and have it engage with your audience too. So a lot of people will do like a webinar and click through a bunch of PowerPoint slides that are on their computer. That way the presenter can look at the slides and see what's going on. This is a good platform for that. So if you want to do kind of a webinar interactive campaign, and then you can basically boost it only to Facebook Live at this point in time. And you can have basically a whole bunch of guests on your Facebook Live. Check it out. So that's kind of the intermediate level. Let's start now, you know, maybe test the water, see how it works for your business, and whether you want to get onto the next kind of intermediate level from there. So the next one is Zoom, with an N, Z-O-O-M. They range from free to $30 a month as well, and basically it allows you to broadcast to 2 networks, Facebook and YouTube, so you can go to those live platforms there. It's good for kind of a multicast situation. So if you want to go in 2 situations, let's say you have a lot of followers on YouTube and you have a lot of followers on Facebook, in the past you'd have to record one and do it there, and then you'd share it with the others, so the people in the other platform couldn't see it live. But now this allows you to broadcast to 2 spots at the same time, so that's cool. It's called, I can't even say this word, simulcasting into multiple platforms. And it's good for that, but it doesn't allow you to screen share. So it's good if you want to present like I am here to multiple networks, but again, you can't share stuff from your computer screen with it. So just think about yourself in that video. It's kind of more like a webinar type platform. So if you're on stage and you want to share it with your audience, or if you're just in your office and you want to get out a message to a lot of followers, that's a good thing. And then jumping up from there, we have Crowdcast. So Crowdcast gets a little bit more expensive. It's $89 a month. They actually have a couple different options. I think they have a $49 and then a $150 range. This one's kind of like the most popular version that they have. It will stream to Facebook Live, YouTube, and Periscope. So if you're still on Periscope, I know a lot of people have kind of gotten out of that, but if you're in Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, this is a great plan for that. You can actually have guests on there, so that's cool. We're gonna talk about that in a bit. So if I had somebody else somewhere else in the world and I wanted to interview them, I could show both screens next to each other, and I'll actually share my screen on my desk as well. So I can show a PowerPoint presentation, I can show both of the guests on there, and it actually allows up to a couple guests. I don't know how many exactly. We'll have those notes in the show as well, but you can have guests on there. And then you can actually watch the comments as well. So as people start commenting on your Facebook post in the video, asking questions, things like that, you can see them actually pop up on the screen and be able to engage with them. So that's kind of nice. The nice thing about that too is that it sorts it out, so you'll know who, if they posted from Facebook or if it came from YouTube, and you can respond in accordance so they actually know that you're reaching out to them that way. So that's kind of the intro, middle, and then the two advanced ones, which we're not really going to get into because these ones are like $500 a month. They get really professional. So if you're going to be, like Channel 2 News kind of a thing, broadcasting, this is what they would use. There's all sorts of different cams. You can add up to like 4, 5, 6 different cameras. You can add different angles, all sorts of stuff. The two that they talk about in here though are OBS. Check out OBS and Wirecast, and again, we'll have notes on those and how to use them, but they definitely take a dedicated server for something like this. So you have to have a standalone computer for it. You're gonna have a ton of memory going through this computer. It's not just, pop out the laptop and start using these programs. So a lot more technology is involved. The big thing about these two is if you're going to be broadcasting to multiple channels at one time and you're going to have multiple people on the video at the same time, you definitely need a higher up speed than normal. So most upload speeds are usually between like 2 and 5 gigs per second. You're going to need to be upwards of 10 plus if you want a nice steady high definition rate. So go to like speedtest.com to find out what your current upload speed is. I know people will have like 50 and 100 down, but you want to know what the up speed is because you're projecting this information out to the internet. So you got to know how much you're able to project out there. So those are the tools that you can use. Let's jump into how I can use them. So we talk a lot about real estate around here, of course, because most of our clients are real estate agents. So I'm going to talk about them for a second, and then we're going to jump into a couple other related industries that you might actually get some good information from this. So a lot of real estate agents that we work with have like a show that they put on. So every week they get on, kind of like my Facebook Live video, and they actually talk about what's going on in the real estate market. So they usually record this show and then send it out to their followers like a newsletter. But these programs enable them basically to have their own, if you would, cable channel, right? So every week you check in at the same time, you know where to go. Facebook's kind of the new TV out there that people are going to. So if you knew that your realtor Joe is going to be online 10 o'clock on Friday, you're going to get on there, check it out, watch his show. Maybe it's 10 minutes long, 30 minutes long. He's probably going to talk about the real estate market, what's going on in the industry, bring on his guest co-star, the lender, and ask him questions about what's going on in the market with interest rates, talk about new home loans that are available. So if you're a real estate agent and you're wanting to get into really informing your clients that what's going on in the market and that you're the expert and you know everything that's going on, this is a great way to do that. You can really put yourself out there and show the world who you are. I mean, I know a lot of real estate agents kind of got their start by being on small TV shows back in the day, when you had small cable channels that ran on Sunday and things like that. There's a guy that I know really well from Utah who did that. He was on like Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock, and he would talk about all the new homes that were on the market in that area. So this is a great way. You can actually, go through the homes on your computer and have video playing. You can have kind of a walkthrough thing going on. You can be the presenter behind it. You can interview guests on the show. So kind of a cool way to just incorporate video into your industry. Maybe you want to actually do a walkthrough of the house. So you bring your equipment out there, you go through the home, you can have somebody on their cell phone projecting the camera to this. You can have somebody else running your computer in the background showing the different stats on the house, bringing in your logo, things like that as you're going live. So think about it as kind of being your own recording studio, if you would, but you're able to project live without having to have that big Channel 2 news van following you around. Other uses. So a lot of other industries that we're working with are, again, trying to present themselves and being market experts. So they're getting into kind of these once a month shows on helping their clients. So whether you're in a legal area like an accountant or a lawyer or a CPA, something like that, you're going to be able to share information as it becomes tax time and tax time. You're going to be able to present, situations on how to avoid certain problems or how to set up entities, things like that. If you're in a service industry like dentist or chiropractor or any medical field, maybe you can do a weekly show on how to do this or how to do that or how to perform something. Again, you can interview experts in your field that maybe you're a part of and kind of co-host it with. That way you get their followers to watch it and they get your followers to watch it. So they call it syndication, where you can kind of bring the two together. That's something that we're going to be doing on our Facebook Live show as we start interviewing other companies around and working with them on their media and how they can actually get themselves out there in the market. So that's the other thing too, is with the internet, you don't even have to be in the same market. You could be competitors, but in a completely different area of the market. So maybe one's in San Diego, one's in Florida, and you get together and you talk about how your industries are similar and how you can work together on different things, do referrals. It's just a great platform for that. So the beauty of Live is it lets you, again, demonstrate who you are to your audience. It allows them to see you for who you are, and it allows you to kind of go with that question and answer type thing. That's one thing that the news never did, is allowed people to kind of call in and have questions answered. I guess you could be like the Dr. Phil of Facebook Live. So maybe back to the real estate show. You can have your real estate show, you can show a couple houses, people can ask, hey, how many bedrooms is that? Or what way does the view face? Or is that really granite? Or show those kitchen appliances again, things like that. So basically it's just a great way to interact with your audience. Again, Facebook is huge on video. All these platforms are huge on video. Video is the future. It's where everything's going. The more comfortable you are on it today, the better off you're going to be in the future. So hold your phone up for now, hit Facebook Live, just jump right into it, get used to it. It's here, embrace it, and share some good content. Start sharing the things in your industry that you're passionate about. Obviously, you're doing a great job at what you do, hopefully, and you probably are an expert in some areas of it. Share those tips with the world and see how it goes, see how people engage with you and embrace those ideas, and then you'll see what you can kind of go down that path with. For me, I've been in marketing for a bit, and I understand that people are really interested right now in social media and video and getting their message to new people, and so it's kind of the direction that I ran with it. And I'm realizing that the more I talk about it, the more people are interested in learning about it, and it just makes it easier to talk about for me, instead of talking about a subject that I know nothing about. So go with what you know, and hit record, hit live, and just put it out there. So anyway, thank you for watching this week's video. Again, stay tuned. These come out in our newsletters Thursdays. We try to send them out Thursday morning. So if you're interested in joining our newsletter, hit subscribe, or I guess I don't have subscribe on here. Send me a message and I'll be sure to add you to our next newsletter. So anyway, thanks again and make it a great week.